Yeah. I told my squad we gonna make it out. One way or the other. Yeah. I had some hoop dreams, but no jumper like I'm at 'em. My pen is too clean, so I had to stick with rapping. My life is hella deep, dog, you couldn't even fathom. My goals are like Twitter, you can see I'm staying at 'em. Trying to be the GOAT, every day I'm chasing ghosts like I'm Danny Phantom. And I can sell a nigga, but I'd rather sell a hit, it's my niche. And business sent the beat, so I had to hit the switch. And I am all in, I ain't on the fence. All these rappers peep my game, I ain't talking Twitch. Man, I'm trying to get rich, I'm trying to make my wrist match the plaques. I started from the bottom, I ain't going back. Told all the dogs, we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out. And I am hella lit, you want a couch. They said I wasn't good enough, but they're saying one near and not the other. And they don't wanna see me shine like they close the shutters. But when I said I'm top 5, I didn't stutter. I put the 6 on my back like my name is Color. And I got the game in my hand, you would think I'm wearing cutters. They was sleeping on me like they tucked in some covers. But now I got everybody woke like they BLM. Now it's over like I'm pressing Sim. It was looking dim, eyes slim like M. It was sink or swim, they hated me but loved them. Yeah, they put me in the rough, but I was a gem. Told all the dogs, we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out. And I am hella lit, you want a couch. Everybody dissing me, even Yes Jules. I admit it, yeah, it kinda hurt. It was hella cruel, but I use it as fuel. Ain't no turning back. I told Matt cut on the boat soon, and I'll never stop going in like I'm Quan. Yeah, I'm working till dawn, cause I know that I'm the one. I'm a king like Vaughn. I gotta keep a bag on me just like a carry-on. And people hate, but I carry on like a wayward son. I'm a couple years in, but I've only just begun. People thought that I was done, they was looking for a fort. I was coming up short, but I never did abort. Now I'm popping like a cork. I'm champagne sipping, cause now we got them clicking. I remember days when people wouldn't listen. I was contemplating quitting, but now I'm dripping like a gutter. You know that's where we came from. Yeah, I took a couple L's, now the only ones I take is when I face some. And I just got a new deal like I'm Taysom. You think it's scary now, wait until the tape comes. Told all the dogs, we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out. And I am hella lit, you want a couch.
What's up, HVAC? What's good, Roy? What up, HVAC? Got the link. Please come, man. I want to join the show. Let me know how it's going on out there. Get out here to the street, y'all. Let me know. Get out here to the HVAC community. Let me know how it's going. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Let me know if you can hear me, folks. Just checking in with y'all. It's been a minute. In a minute out there. I hope everybody out there. I hope everybody out there staying safe. Hope everybody been busy. For the summertime, we entering the fall and winter months. So it stays on and popping. It's like a squirrel in the wintertime. Hey, hope you were blessed in the, in the summertime. Hope you got your marketing campaign up so you kind of stay busy. Because you be doing maintenance, installs in the fall and the winter. Checking in. I got the comment. The link is in the comment. I'll say this is Q&A to check in with you real quick. Hey, Roy, let me know if you can hear me. We got 12 folks, so we're going to need at least 12 likes. Likes up, let everybody know that we, I would say he can hear it clear. Let everybody know we live streaming. Likes up. They was kind of a little scratchy. See if I can do something for that. All right, I hope that's a lot better there. I haven't said H-Town. So say here, fam. Hey, we just checking in. Hey, I got the, let me see if I can put the number. I can call in or you know, more than welcome to join the show. We got 12 people, so I still have 12 likes. I can't see the likes. I hit that like button for me so we can let more people know that we're on. I think it's been probably about 3 or 4 weeks since I checked in. Hey, we don't have to do something about Friday night. And I've been having like too many events on Friday night, so I might have to pick another night to do some of these live streams. Other than that, I'll probably be popping on. No, I know it's probably not good to do that best scheduler, so y'all know when I pop on, but and I think I do got a big enough community where I can get at least 10 to 15 people up here. Hopefully, you want to let that grow also. Hopefully we have about 100, 200, 2,000 people on the live stream one day. Y'all more than welcome to join me. I ain't gonna do too much talking tonight. I just want to kind of check in. Hey, I got comments, Q&A. I got plenty of comments in my studio that I can scroll through and answer. I would say he liked my content. Like my content, I'm taking a 10-week course to get the EQ8608 license. It's up there, man. How much you pay for that course, Ivan? How much roughly you paying for that course right there? I think I took the same course a while back, right before I came to Texas, and it was about $100, maybe about $90 to take the course. But it wasn't no 10 weeks, so I'll tell you that. Not for no EPA license. I think I took it in a week. And all I did was pretty much pay for the course. I got the course material. I don't really know why I would take 10 weeks instead of for the EPA exam, but hey, I could be wrong. But at least they probably will have you good and ready for it. I know that it's probably about that 10, to get the university EPA license. All right, so the sound breaking up. So we still breaking up. Say the sound is off a little. Let me see if I can do something about that. See what we got here. Let me see if I can switch microphones. Is that better? Say that. Audio, saying audio choppy. I can't switch microphones off. Let me switch mics. All right, what about that mic right there? That's a little better there. All right, we got Mr. Country Love. Let's see if we can hear Mr. Country Love. I would say there you go. So that sound a little better right there. Hey, Mr. Country Love. Hey, Mr. Country Love, can you hear me? Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, you clear right here.
Okay, what's going on, Mr. Country Love?
Man, just kind of relaxing on a cool afternoon in Louisiana.
Oh, you in Louisiana, so y'all probably got around the same weather we got then.
Yeah, just about.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with you? What's going on in the HVAC world?
Man, these heaters, boy, they running me ragged right now.
Oh, y'all already done turned the heat on? I ain't got a heat call yet.
We've been, well, I work at a facility and we got like maybe 300 to 400 units, package units.
Oh,
And we
okay.
just going through getting ready for the winter time. And
Oh, okay. Okay. So y'all doing that preseason tune up.
yeah, I got busted heat exchangers and man, everything going on, man.
Okay. Yeah, that's good then. That's good
Yeah.
then.
Work.
Yeah. You staying busy. That's good.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. That you say you from Louisiana, huh?
Yeah.
What part?
The Lafayette area.
Oh, okay. So you close by.
Yeah. Where you at?
I'm in Houston.
Okay. All right.
I know y'all got the casinos up that way, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not in Lafayette, actually everywhere around Lafayette. Got Lake Charles and
no, I'm thinking about Lake Charles with Timmy Fertitta. He the owner of the Houston Rockets. He own a bunch of casinos up there. The Golden Nugget, that's Lake Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So what you do? So you doing commercial HVAC?
I do a little bit of everything, man. And I want to tell you, you done came through for me a lot. just watching your little reels and stuff, it really helped out a lot.
Okay, man. That's why I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, man. Try to add value. You know, how long you been in HVAC?
Actually, I've been doing it. Like, I put my foot in it maybe about 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I backed off of it because I was like cooking full time. And then it came to a point where the cooking, I just lost interest in it, and I was like, man, let me go do this. Finally, get it out the way. Went to school and just cranked it up from there.
What made you choose HVAC? So when you was cooking, what you always kind of cause you say you went on ahead and started doing it. So what you just thought about getting into it, or what made you go ahead and get in?
My brother-in-law did. My brother-in-law's from Mississippi.
Okay.
And he had, like rent houses around here, and he just basically told me, he said, man, look, this is something you can get into. If you work hard at it, you can make some good money with it. And look, I got these houses. We can start you off with, just the basics. And that's why I took it off at and just kept rolling with it.
Yeah. So you like it?
Oh, man, I love it.
Yeah, you love it, man. Hey, so because I was kind of thinking about that today, man. I was like, man, a lot of time. Hold on wait a second. Let me see if I can get this call. Let me know if you can hear me.
What's up, buddy? This is Joe.
All right, we got Joe on the phone. Hey, Ray, can you hear Joe? Can you say something, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Hey,
Keep me on, man.
All right. Hey, Mr. Country, can you hear Joe?
Yeah, I got it. I can hear him.
You can hear him? Okay, cool. All right, hold on for 1 second, Joe. Hey, so what I was thinking about, man, I was like, man, because they say, you know what I'm saying, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
That's right.
But the thing about it, man, so we ain't just born, doing what we love. You know what I'm saying? I think you gotta kind of nibble and dabble at certain things, whether it be cooking, HVAC, plumbing, to even find your passion. You know what I'm saying? Because you just said you love it, so it almost sounds like, bam, you done found your passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was 45 years old whenever I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
If I still say if I would have known, like more about it when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
the sky's the limit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I wish I'd have known about it. Like I said, shoot, if I was kind of exposed to it a lot younger,
Yeah.
Not the limit also, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? The sky's still the limit, though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, it is what it is. Whatever we start, that's what we start. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if me or you probably would have found this out around by 18 or 19, we probably wouldn't have liked it. That probably wouldn't have been our passion. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this. I believe the reason why HVAC and the reason why I love HVAC and the reason why I feel it's my passion also, man, because what it took for me to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of time when we handed something,
know, you don't really love it. It's almost like, okay, if somebody hand you $1,000, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You might blow that money because it's different from when you actually earn that $1,000. You're gonna kind of hold on to it a little different. You're gonna kind of spend it a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's like a lot of time people win the lottery, man. They blow it. You know what I mean? But
True.
if you actually earn that money, if you earn 400 million, you're gonna kind of treat that 400 million a little different. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it ain't really never too late. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, man, that's good, man. You found something you love to do, and like I say, it don't really matter what age you found it at. You know, because you probably treated a little different when you were a little younger.
Yeah, man. But actually, I like I said, I did a lot of, I had a lot of jobs, and my main job was like actually doing, janitorial work. I had my own company, cleaning offices and this and that, and it's like it's real hard trying to get people that you can trust come in and do the job, and you don't have to worry about them. So it's like I was always on it, and which, like I said, it's my company, so I'm gonna be on it.
Right.
And just got burned out on that, plus cooking at the same time. It's just,
Yeah.
I was like, man, no.
But I also believe too, that's probably the same thing with HVAC too. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find somebody that are really, you know what I'm saying, gonna be passionate about. Because ain't nobody, I don't care what you're doing, probably ain't nobody gonna, treat it like you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's your baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, we got a call on the phone. What's your name, caller?
Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, Joe?
Nothing much, man. I've been catching videos and man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
So listen, I go check my test actually next week. First. So what I want to you do a lot of repair work.
Yeah, start over, Joe. You ain't walking around or turning your volume down on your YouTube.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Okay, I hear you a little better now.
So I video. I say, well, dang, I've been in the trade. I've been in the trade, I would say, since, I don't know, man, like 05. And then I got out and I came back, decided to pursue my career. I always shied away from contracting work because I didn't want to be one of those guys always doing repairs. So I got a friend. He don't do no AC, man. He don't do no AC work. He don't do anything. And he got all of his license. He got heat license. He got HVAC license. He got every license. So it kind of motivated me to go ahead and pursue my license. So the question is this. Once you got your license, you already had your customers, or you started pursuing more customers? Do you do contract work? Like, how do things work? Because I wanted to get into doing contracts, and then do a little repair work on the side,
Yeah. So you see my channel, YouTube, man, HVAC, right? I'm almost like a brand. Most people that know me, they know I do HVAC. So first and foremost, I mean, word of mouth. And then I kind of started off with try to do warranty company work. Okay. Then really word of mouth and warranty company, man, and then any kind of advertisement that I can get my hands on. As far as I tried the lead generation companies. I would say some people have success at that, some people don't, but it's almost like anything though. When you first starting out in business, man, you're gonna be trial and error. You know what I'm saying? But you got to kind of find out what's going to work for you. You know what I mean? But I would recommend, definitely word of mouth. I started out, man. I got a bunch of business cards. You know what bandit signs is? I got a bunch of bandit signs. And I would put them out on the weekend. I think I explained in one of my videos that, sometimes in some cities you have city workers and stuff like that. When the city workers, they'll go around, or the people that do the landscaping, they'll pull them up your bandit signs or whatever with your phone number. But at the end of the day, they got a job to do. They go home also. So I would me and my wife, sometimes my wife would drive me around at 10 o'clock at night. I remember this. I put me 100 bandit signs on the back of my truck. You know what I'm saying? I would put them every intersection. And they at least last weekend before, they come around and pull them up. But man, I did door hangers. Man, I bought some roller skates. You know what I'm saying? I bought roller skates, rolled around the neighborhood. You know what I mean? But you can get like 1,000 some door hangers, and you can give it to your nieces, nephews. You got your daughters or your son, kids in the neighborhood. Hey, y'all go around, pass these door hangers out for me. You know what I'm saying? Because really what you want to do, man, like if you see of course you got to get a website. Man, there's so much marketing you can do. You got to get a website, and you got to get on Google. I did SEO, Google My Business, because you want to try to rank. You know what I'm saying? And I advise anybody, whenever you making money, whenever you changing them capacitors out, changing them compressors out, put it back into your company. You know what I'm saying? So just say if you sell a capacitor, go buy 1,000 business cards. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the main thing is, man, you got to get somebody to design, your artwork and your logos, and make sure they match on every site. You know what I'm saying? If you see my truck looks just like my website. My truck looks just like my business card. So what you want to do is you want to get the people to start noticing you. You know what I'm saying? Like your truck gonna be a billboard. You know what I'm saying? They, like I say, they might not call you the first time, but it's almost gonna be like a psychological thing. Oh yeah, Washington AC Heating. Yeah, he must be a known brand. You know what I'm saying? You want to seem big. You know what I'm saying? I want to look just as big as the company that spent tens of $1 million on commercials. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, so really, man, you just gotta word of mouth is the best. You know what I'm saying? When somebody see Joe, they gotta know Joe do HVAC. You know what I'm saying? So you want to give all your electricians, whatever electricity you see around here, even the HVAC guys. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a lot of HVAC guys in the supply housing. Like I said, I got a YouTube channel, so they always honking and horn, throwing a bit, chunking up the deuce, or we'll pull over, chop it up on the side of the road or something like that. But you want to talk to all your man. Like I say, I joined the Black Chambers of Commerce.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and even my local commerce around here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever city that I'm in, I want to join that. You know what I'm saying? And then you just dibble dabble, go to events, put your card out. You'll be surprised, man, of who contact you. But especially in like the slower months, stuff like that, man. Hey, get out of yeah. Put your card and stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Get your license.
I was a little afraid of, like, once I started getting into the books and everything, kind of afraid of leaving the paper strip. You know what I mean? Because I'm non-licensed.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, now I always encourage, man, get your license. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I can't speak from that, because I really didn't start work going out there getting jobs on my own until I got my license. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing no side work. I was making good money working for a company. There was really no reason for me to go out there, and do side work. Now, of course, if you got friends and family or something like that, but I wasn't out there just marketing, because I knew eventually I was going to get my license, you know what I'm saying? And then I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize me before I even get my license. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Now, especially as far as marketing, I sure wouldn't do nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I tell anybody, now, if you got to eat, if you need extra money to survive, man, by all means, but you still got to do it legit too. But you can't actually market like you have your license, especially because some states don't have their license. So I'm not speaking to everybody that's even listening to us right now, because some states are not even required to have a license. I think in Mississippi, where I'm from, I think you said your brother-in-law, he from there. If you are in Mississippi, I think anything under $10,000, man, you ain't got to have a license. You know what I'm saying? But anything,
man, I'm in state, man. I'm in Miami.
You in Miami? Yeah, I know for sure. Florida got to have a license. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you like I say, you definitely want to be careful with that, though. You know, this far as the marketing, but I mean, you can tell you still if you know in the back of your head, where if you know that's your goal and you're going to get your HVAC license, though, go ahead and start telling people, hey, yeah, I'm in preparation for it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and market that way, you know. But
I was, you know, and maybe because of what I seen was on, like I get side with fluent, but I get a lot of side. But I wanted to get into those contracts, you know what I mean? I just got turned on to government, but I don't know how to write proposals. So I also have a logo because I have a screen print business on the side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The logo and everything, I have that. But it's the business part of it, man, because I also listened to the book that was on your site too. I didn't know he made one for HVAC, for tradesmen, but I was into that too. And one thing he said, like, you know, mostly a lot of business fail because the tradesmen go in there with the tradesman mentality.
Right. Yeah. And I had to learn that my first year. You know what I'm saying? Something, man, I got in trouble a couple of times. I go in there with trade because I feel like I can fix anything. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Man, I was working on trailers, 1985 unit, trying to get it back up and running. Then I've got to change the compressor, the contact, the core gone. Then next thing you know, I replaced that. They calling me back, and then I'm already doing it for a little or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now next thing you know, the blower working. Cause it was a red flags when I come up to the trailer, cause I think the lady just bought the trailer, and then she so the previous owner had like 4 window units in there. That was a red flag right there, that unit ain't worked in years. You know, I ended up trying to get that thing back up and running. So so I definitely had to take the back seat though, as far as you got to think business wise. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to trying to fix everything. At the end of the day, they'll come out cheaper and you'll come out better if sometimes they get a new unit and get a 10-year warranty on it or something like that, at least a 5-year warranty. And everybody be, you know, coached.
Yeah, we got a rule of thumb. 10 years or older, we try to trade them to get a new unit, you know?
Yeah.
Especially on the condition of the
Or
bad, and I learned my lesson with that too. Pulling out coils and it's old, put the acid on there, whatever. You create more problems. It just everything goes downhill from. So I appreciate the advice, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. Thanks for calling too. Yeah. All right, big country man. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. You got anything else you wanted to say?
Man, for the younger guys that's coming in, if you feel that's what you want to do, man, you know, just work hard at it. That's all I could basically say.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
totally
if you solid with what you want to do, it's like anything in life. If you stand up on what you want to do, then I mean, can't nobody take you down from it. And I can understand what you're saying about that licensing thing, because some of the parishes out here, you got people that actually, you know, you got to go to the parish and get permits for this and that, and then you got companies that just hire people just to ride around to see who's doing AC work, just to turn them in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cutthroat out here.
Yeah. Nah, I can imagine. They don't want no competition, and you really can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't got your license, man, we gotta look at it like this. A lot of people don't have a license doing work for very cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just say if they try, since they don't got their license, let's say they're trying to sell a unit for $4,000, and I typically sell mine for 10. And now when I put an estimate in for 10,000, now the homeowner, hey, I can get, you know, this company here charged me 4,000. Why you double more than what, you know? Then you got to try to explain to them this and that. You know what I mean? So I understand that too. And then, you know, hey, you can't have insurance if you ain't got no license. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's another thing we got to be careful of, man. We brazen in these folks' attics and up under their houses, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I actually had my first claim on me. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
It was some bull crap, but yeah. And I probably explain how that went down on one of these screens. But yeah, man. So definitely got to be careful. But in a situation like that, and I'm in a mansion when this claim went out on me, man, and I can just imagine if I ain't have my license to, take care of that.
Yeah, right.
And it was a water issue, you know what I'm saying, and condensate issue. So, and them be the worst callback sometimes. Water can cause damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
all right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I got through and got a chance to actually holler at you a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hey, stay in touch, man. Come on anytime. Like I say, I want to start trying to do these more often, man. And I don't know about Friday nights, man. Be seeing like a lot of engagement go on Friday night, so I done missed about the last 3 or 4 weeks. But I've been meaning to come on Friday night. I'm gonna probably switch it to like a Wednesday or something like that. Or like I said, I'll probably just pop up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just catch me like that.
Just pop up. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everything you're doing, man. You keep it up, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, stay in touch, man.
For you, man. All right.
All right. All right, let me get some of these comments. Hey, downtown, I see you was in here. If you like to come back on, hey, pop back in there. Let me see if I can get some of these contract quality work. Say what up, quality work. All right. Lord Tropical say 1 year in residential HVAC. How do I make the change to commercial? Could I make more union? Nice content. I don't really know too much about union. I got a couple of friends that's in the union, but the number one way to get into to commercial to me is really just go and apply. Tell them you want to be a commercial HVAC technician. I don't know what city you in, but I guarantee they got a bunch of buildings around there where we need commercial HVAC technicians. So it shouldn't be that hard. I know a lot of people start off at residential. You know what I'm saying? I started off in the big leagues. I call it the big leagues, but residential, that's the big leagues too. But I'll definitely, if you're interested in commercial, hey, give it a shot. You might not like it. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I prefer commercial any day over residential, but like I say, try it out. You might or might not like it. You might want to go back to residential. Let's see. Obviously, 38, and I'm a water waste operator for 12 years. I've been wanting to change work for about 4 years, and HVAC is what I want to do. Yeah, man. Hey, that's the same thing I was telling Mr. Country. You know what I'm saying? He was in another what's called for y'all around the same age too. So, hey, man, give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you got to find. I don't know. I say we ain't born to do this. I wasn't born to do HVAC, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's my passion. You know what I'm saying? If that's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. It don't even worry about your age. I see you run that up first, man. But long as you in decent shape, you can get up and down the ladder on the roof, or in these folks' attics, crawl space. Because HVAC is demanding on the body. Don't get me wrong now. So long as you in decent shape or something like that, man, age really don't matter. And age probably be more helpful too. I think a lot of older guys more wisdom, man, because HVAC a thinking man's game. You know what I'm saying? You really got to think, and well, you can think when you're young too, but I think just that wisdom and overall experience, I don't really know what wastewater do, but I'm sure you can really bring some of that, what you were doing in wastewater, and you can kind of apply that, to HVAC some kind of way, just for all your work experience go. Because you don't want to let out 12 years of that go to waste. You got to kind of bring it in, some kind of way. Because if you did that for 12 years, I can tell you dependable. You stayed in one career for 12 years. That's commendable right there. All right. All right, what up from the UK? We got Zed, been in the trade 2 years. HVAC engineer from UK, best trade to be in. Okay, say he been, yeah, that's the best trade right here, man. Hands down. Plumbing ain't got nothing on us. Electrician ain't got nothing on us. Hey, appliances ain't got nothing on us. It's the best over here, man. HVAC people. Okay, I think I answered that earlier. No, I ain't do no advertising without a contractor license. Because I expound on this a little bit. I mean, cause that, to me, that's crazy. That's almost like you just drawing attention to yourself. Because if you're gonna be working without a license, you sure don't want to be doing any kind of advertising. If I work without a license, the only kind of advertising I'll probably be doing word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, maybe family, friends, or something like that. But I ain't for the, hey, that's almost going to rob a bank and telling the police, hey, I'm on, calling them, telling them you're on your way to rob the bank. Ryan say, what's happening, HVAC people? Cool J say, what up, HVAC people? I'm not in Indiana, so I really wouldn't know, but I will recommend you try to find a HVAC prep course for your contractor license in Indiana. I think everybody probably use like the mechanical code book, the gas code book, and the modern refrigeration handbook. But like I say, I can't really speak on something I'm not in Indiana, so I wouldn't know. What's the starting pay for a new HVAC technician here in Houston? If I change work, I would take a pay cut. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Like I say, it may depend on what company you with. You know what I'm saying? You probably laugh if you know what I started out, but I started off at $8 an hour, and that was in 2012. A lot of people laugh at me for taking $8 an hour, and I was licensed and everything, as far as my TDLR license, I had my EPA license and everything. But I could have took a ductwork job in residential for $18 an hour. And if anybody know my story, it took me, I stayed in my truck for a whole year before because I moved from Mississippi to Houston, but I stayed in my truck a whole year before I got an opportunity to get an HVAC job. And soon as man, I would put application in almost every company around here. But it was 2 companies that finally contacted me in June of 2012. Almost looked like I got stuck. And almost the same on the same week, I'm like, man, I've been all this time but anyway, the residential duct work, they was gonna pay me $18 an hour, but I took a commercial job as a filter changer, maintenance guy, because they promised me that pretty much that I can work my way up. And man, that's what I wanted, was a challenge. So true enough, since I had something on my background, didn't have really no hands-on experience in the HVAC trade. So hey, I took the $8 an hour, man, in commercial instead of residential. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was guys in high school. It was guys coming out of high school was making more than me. Interns was making more than me. I know a couple guys that I worked with or used to work with back then. They probably on this live stream, they look a lot of my YouTube videos, and they can vouch for that. They were interns in high school making more than me. But I ain't mind, because I knew in HVAC, man, sky's the limit. So, but I know a lot of people on here, I'm not saying you, Ivan, but I know a lot of people on here would take that $18 an hour and run duct work, because a lot of us, look for the money. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of looking down, down the road. I just seen the potential in it. I just seen the potential in HVAC, especially commercial. I'm like, man, I can start in like I say, the big leagues. I can start in commercial. Now I'm finna take this right here, and then I'm gonna prove my worth. And then, but after that, man, I would get like $2 almost every few months though, because they seen my value. You know what I'm saying? So about every 3 months, I get $2. Bam. Now I got $10 an hour. Three more months, bam, I bumped me up to $12. And then as soon as when I got up to about 15, I went to 15 to 18. I stayed at $18 an hour for a good little while. But before I left HVAC, I was up to my mid 30s. I was up to like $37 an hour before I got my contract license. So, but like I say, reason I didn't take the $18, man, because it would have stunted my growth. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in commercial, man, I was well rounded, man. I would work on refrigeration. I'm talking about big walk-in coolers. Man, I worked on some everything. Like I said, I did commissioning. We would do commissioning. I would do duct reverses, air balancing. I did some BAS. I was good at control. I had medicines on my computer where I can actually, I wouldn't turn down nothing, man. So I work on 3-ton units all the way up to 25, 30, all the way up to big chillers, for window units all the way up to chillers, man. So, but to answer your question, man, I know I can ramble a little bit. So, like I say, they're gonna have to take some of your old experience. I think you probably can let us know how you can tie some of that experience to HVAC. But like I say, you dependable. So I think they have to start you off. I don't know for sure. I don't know. I'd say anywhere between $15 to $25 an hour, though. Yeah. Salazar from Midland, Texas. All right. See, I think I already answered that question right there. What's up, Winston Walker? Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the likes button. I see we got a few more people done tuning in, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey, downtown, hey, I see you got disconnected. If you want to come back on, just come back on. I'm gonna kick you out right now, but if you want to come back on, and I'll unmute you or just say something. If anybody want to come back, come on, man. Let me put that's the link right here. The link is in the comment section. And you see the number scrolling on the bottom. I think was y'all able to let me know if y'all was able to hear Joseph on the phone loud and clear. We got Patrick from Northeast Houston. All right. We got Kansas City in the house. What's up, Chad, man? Thanks for joining. Yep, HVAC is the jack of all trades. I totally agree. Like I say, hey, man, I can do some electrician work and some plumbing work. We do it all in HVAC. HVAC don't pay good for residents unless you have your own business. Cause say on Pyro. Man, I don't know, man. I think true enough, you got your own business in any field, you're gonna make more money than the average worker. But I know a lot of people make a lot of money in HVAC. So it probably depend on, residential. Probably depend on what kind of company you with too, man. Cause I just like the guy that was just on here. He would I think Joseph was saying any unit over 10 years, they push this sell a new unit. So if you upsell, you might want to try to read some books on selling. You know what I'm saying? Me, true enough, I got my own business, so I ain't really got to upsell like that, and I can still make a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to look around because I've been with companies, man, and you do have to sell certain things to keep that company busy and to keep you getting hours and stuff like that. Because we just got we just got to let the homeowner be aware. You look around, flow switches, contactors, and that's just like when you do any PM, man, check the capacitor, check the contactors every time. You know what I'm saying? And but at the end of the day, all you're doing is recommending a part of a product. You ain't really got to sell. You ain't really got to sell the whole, a new unit every time, So just maybe read some books on selling and stuff like that, upselling, because hey, because this marriage, man, you go to a contractor and you home it out, and it's below the manufacturer rating. True enough, that contact still working, or it might be chattering, or it may go out. You might not sell it right then and there. I mean, yeah, you might not sell to the homeowner right then and there, or you may sell it right then and there, but you just letting them be aware, hey, this contact is failing, but at least you're doing your job. I know a lot of people do PMs and just brush over, you know what I'm saying? I always used to, hey, when I used to work, man, I used to enjoy doing PMs just like I do repairing. But I know a couple, guys that been in that trade for a minute, they used to be like, man, I hate doing PMs and stuff like that. But, PM, that's where you make your money on. All right, we got Jason B from Mississippi. Shout out to all my HVAC family from Mississippi. Y'all see the link? That's the link, man, if anybody want to join, but I ain't gonna stay on here too long tonight. Let me see. Yeah, man, get them likes up. Get them likes up. All right. Anderson, Galveston County, what's happening? We've got Galveston in the house. Working for an HVAC company and doing side work is the way to go, in my opinion. Shout out to Mike. Side work, Mike. Ain't no wrong with that, brother. I say, hey, get it. I was working downtown Houston in restoration back when the Astros won the World Series for the Hurricane that rolled through. Was working in the downtown underground parking lot structure. Man, that's what's up right there. We're going to win it this year too. So we might need your good luck, man. Go back downtown and restore some stuff. Cause we finna take it by storm. Oh yeah, man. Shout out to my Rockets too, man. Let me see what the score is, man. We're killing the Pacers early, man. Hey, let me see what that score is right quick. Still halftime, 81-60. No, it ain't still halftime. Let me see if I can refresh that, man. But now I'm a huge Rockets fan and I'm a huge Astros fan too. But hey, I'm ready for the basketball season to start and ready to meet up with the Yankees, do them, and we're gonna win the World Series. For the audience from Louisiana, their test is easy. I have a Texas and Louisiana license. I believe anyone with a little effort can pass that exam. Hey, y'all hear, man? So, hey, all my folks, hey, he say the test easy. So y'all might want to kind of do some networking, get with Ryan, man. Ryan say that test easy. So, hey, do what you got to do, man. Get them license. Waterbury here, HVAC cover 33 public schools. Ooh-wee, know y'all stay busy. I got another friend of mine, man, helped him get his contractor license. And he working for the school district right now. What up, Agent? Good to see you here, man. Agent G. What about duct cleaning? My company makes good money on cleaning duct also. I mean, here we got flex duct. So hey, that's a good way to make money. I don't do it, but I don't have the equipment to do it. And most time I tell people, man, I don't know. Hey, I wish I can get up under you and y'all just show me how y'all doing the duct cleaning. Cause I've been behind some companies, man. I always say, man, a lot of time that duct cleaning is a scam to me. Especially around here in Texas, man. We got flex duct. That's mostly what we use. I'm like, man, you got some duct work 30, 40 years old and people trying to clean it. And I look, I'm like, okay. So when you got flex that old, man, I always push just replace everything. Just replace all the flex, And if we got an upstairs, downstairs, I just replace the flex all the way to it run or something like that. But it's hard to get all that dust, all that dust and stuff out of there. I mean, unless you got a good equipment, like I say, I don't really have that much experience, you know, on cleaning duct. I see Sears and stuff like that be advertising duct cleaning and stuff, but I don't know. That ain't my thing right there. One day if I get big and have a crew or something like that, and we want to have a side truck, you know, that all they do is duct cleaning, we might look into that. Let me see. Roger Z say love side work. Roger G say getting it in. I would say what license? Let me see. My coworker told me that you can pay for a book in Texas that basically give you the answers for the contractor's exam. I don't know about a book, man, but they got they got courses that you can study. You know, I mean, and you just memorize it. I haven't seen a book or anything like that. But all the books, it's an open book test. All the answers. So if you buy all 5 books, I mean, all the answers in the book. It's an open book test. So yeah, you basically, you can get the book and then you can take the books in your exam also. You can do like I say, or you can do a test prep course exam and then just go over and over, you know, until you get them over and over again, over and over again, over and over again until you basically memorize it. Or you can take a book with tabs in there, highlight them, but it is an open book course and probably about 90% of the answers in the book. Joe say he would rather do commercial than residential, have a company in Missouri. He said that the answers are highlighted. Yeah. Like I say, so I mean, I don't really know what book, you know, I don't really know what book you're talking about, but like I say, you can't highlight the answers. But they ain't finna let you, I don't think they'll let you, because they're going to look through your books and make sure you have the right books, and every book is not permitted into the exam. So you like I say, I don't think you can take a book in there with just all the answers on there and highlight it, because they're going to look through your book. And then I had to look it up, but it's certain way so the tabs have to be, I think, taped or binded to the page or something like that. They got rules and stuff like that. So like I say, just be careful with that. Let me see. I heard that you can pay someone that will vouch for your years of experience. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can, man. But at the end of the day, hey, whoever vouches for your experience, I definitely don't reach out to me, because I definitely want to do it, because whatever you signing on that paper, whatever contractor that's signing for, if they do an investigation, it's clearly marked on there that you can lose your license. So whoever want to sign for you or whatever, I mean, hey, that's on them, but they are risking losing their license. So let me see. You don't have time to use the book for the test. And now you definitely want to get familiar with the book, man, when you take your test. I ain't gonna lie. I use every bit of, I need every bit of the 4 hours that they're gonna give you for the exam. I needed every bit of it. Like I say, when I first took it, I failed my first time because I ain't gonna say because I failed the first test, but the second one, man, I was so exhausted. So I will, if anybody thinking about taking a test, because I have both type. I have a C type, so I can work on any tonnage, and I can work on comfort cooling and refrigeration. But I took comfort cooling and refrigeration on the same day. I would not advise that, man. It's exhausting. So if you're gonna take a test, man, make sure you eat well, you sleep well the night before. I probably wouldn't even the day before, I probably wouldn't even do no studying anything if I was you, man. I probably just get some rest, man. Study good so you can be familiar with the test before you go in there. But you need a lot of energy taking that test, for sure. That's a for sure right on right there. All right, man. So, hey, anybody want to join the live stream? It's about 8:30. I'll probably stay on here another 5 or 10 minutes. We've been here. We're at the 55-minute mark. And say, do you have to put in 3 years with a company before you get your license? Every state is different, but in my state, it takes 4 years. I think the majority of the states are going to take a minimum of 4 years, 4 to 5 years. JSP, I have the years of experience working with my current job. All right, man. So you good to go then. So you just got to get your managers to, and I think it's a law or something, man. They shouldn't be able to refuse signing for you to take your contractor license test. Because it sounds like that may be an issue for you. So you shouldn't have to pay nobody to sign out for you. If you got the years, tell your manager, hey man, we trying to hold you hostage. Sign off on your test, man. 1 year under a licensed contract in South Carolina, or you can go before the Bills Commission. I'm not sure, but I do think South Carolina rules and codes similar to Texas. My current job just does horrible work with residential and new construction. Find you another job then, man. But like I say, I don't, Jason B, what city you in? Or I ain't gonna say city, but what state you in? Because it's your reputation on the line too, man. You don't want to be working for a company that does horrible work. You don't want to work for a manager that does horrible work. To me, there's too many HVAC equipment out here and too many HVAC companies out here to just settle. True enough, I know you got a family. You got a family that you got to take care of, but at the end of the day, you got to do like a monkey bar. You got to be holding on this while you swing into the other one. You know what I'm saying? So just hold on to that job, but be looking for another one. You got to let left hand know what the right hand doing. You know what I'm saying? Be looking for another job, and soon as you be able to get up out of there, because just that sentence that you're using right here, if you tell that to another company or another manager or something like that, he probably going to JCB said it's the subcontractor. Well, like I say, it's still they need to get some more subcontractors, but it's still kind of staying on you. So come to your boss and tell them, man, y'all need to get some more subcontractors or you out of there. And say I passed with the 90s for both tests. Construction data was a superb course for techs to take their online course and not the seminar. You can watch the videos over and over at your pace. Yeah. I ain't gonna speak down on too many companies, but all I'm gonna say, they wasn't a good experience for me. All right. What up, Vic? From St. Lucie. That's what's up right there, man. HVAC people always in St. Lucie. In Texas, do you have to be with a company 3 years before you can take the test and get a license? 4 years. And say Woozy 0311. I went to trade school. They be slipping the answer so they can get their graduation rate up. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, long as you pass. So especially with a school, man. I really don't blame them. But to me, it's each individual person, because one thing about HVAC, this ain't like this school. Okay, they pass you pass the 7th grade and go to the 8th grade or whatever. Nah, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? This like 12th grade going to, hey, you grown, you stepping out here in this real world. So even though that some students, pass just to pass, once they get in their real world, you know what I'm saying, life gonna hit them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people, man, look, when I was in school, man, I used to cheat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough for me to get a chick, hey, let me get that answer to that test or whatever. Bam, they slide me the notes right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm passing. And hey, you gotta learn real quick. Hey, when you taking math, let's say you taking trigonometry or calculus, any kind of math, you can do regular multiplication and division, man. If you don't know the steps, when you really taking that test, and when you ain't studied none, you ain't did none of your homework, but when it's time to take that test and you can't get from step 2 to step 5 because you don't know 3 and 4, that's kind of all right in school, man. But in real life, man, hey, I preach, man. If anybody out here take anything that I say tonight, man, don't take no shortcuts. Don't take no shortcuts, especially in HVAC, especially in life, man. I always come back and bite you, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to, man, I'm talking about when I say I got passion for this HVAC, man, you got to fall in love with the process. I don't really look at success. A lot of people may look at me like I'm successful. Success may be the end game, but I'm loving the day to day. You know what I'm saying? You know, the hard work, determination. When people not even looking at me working or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Just the day to day. You know what I'm saying? Not worry about who looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Just me in that unit, me in this book over here, me in that model refrigeration handbook. Y'all 35 people on here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got no idea. I'm studying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready. I'm ready to just learn myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the passion I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the process of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no end goal. So true enough, yeah, that school might pass a lot of people on, but at the end of the day, I bet you any kind of money, it was people in that class that really wanted it. You know what I'm saying? They really want it bad. You know what I'm saying? Them the people that's still gonna be in HVAC. You know what I'm saying? Them, what's up, Age?
What up, Walt? How you doing, man?
All right. Look, so them the people that's gonna really be in HVAC. You know what I'm saying? For the long haul. So, hey, don't take no shortcuts in life, man. What you think about that, Age?
Hey, I agree, man. I just got on. I was just listening to you give these guys some game about, about getting the license and all that stuff. And I'll just, I know most of these guys probably aren't from South Carolina. I guess different states have different regulations and requirements and all that stuff. But in South Carolina, my quick story was, they require 1 year under a licensed contractor in order to take the test, or you could go before the board and kind of, fill them in on your education and all that stuff. They'll take all that stuff in consideration. But okay. Yeah. And for me, I just got a residential HVAC contractor's license. I know you're saying that you got like commercial stuff, right? Commercial land.
So I mean, here in Texas, they don't really classify it as residential or commercial. We just classify it as just say your B license. You can work on anything 25 tons or under. Okay. And then your A license, which I'm an A license, we can work on anything 25 tons or above. So it's unlimited what we can work on.
Okay.
So even if you got your B license, you can work on commercial and residential.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if I just went on and got my A license, I don't, just say if I have a government contract or something like that, and they got a big, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be limited. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a lot of people, man, just got the B license, 25 tons and over. That's pretty much all you need. Yeah. Okay. And then we got our the refrigeration part also. As far as the refrigeration, walk-in coolers, freezers, and then I think they called processing or something like that, or and then you got comfort cooling. Right. Okay. Yeah. So how y'all do it in South Carolina?
Yeah, man, it's really easy if you ask me. Like you said, it's the same. We have it's an open book test, and you could take the books in there. And I always tell people around my way, man, to take those prep courses because at least for me, man, I had very minimal hands-on experience, but
when you get your license.
So I got my license in March of this year, 2022.
This year, okay.
And I graduated school in August of 2020. So it was 2020. So I took a few other classes outside of my tech school degree, and then I was like, well, I was working for a guy for 3 months, and I figured, hey man, this guy, he ain't doing me right. I'm just gonna go out. As a matter of fact, I started watching your videos, man, and you kind of inspired me to go ahead and try and get my own contractor's license. So I was like, even though I don't have a lot of experience, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And again, so I went, I applied, and of course they turned me down because I didn't have a year's experience under a licensed contractor. So I appealed it, and in the appeal, they have you come before the Residential Builders Commission board and kind of state your case on why you should be able to take the test. And of course, like I said, I had schoolwork. I had graduated from the technical college. I also had some additional courses and a little hands-on experience while I was in school working on my own units at home. So they kind of took all that under consideration and allowed me to take the test. And like I said, I because of that, the little prep course, man, I passed it first go. So it's $500 course for me here. Yeah, man, it was worth it. So now I'm still working. I have a full-time job, and I'm actually doing this on part-time for myself. But I have a this is my backup just in case my full-time, they don't treat me right, or it's always a backup.
So I know you just got on just from not too long ago, but I was explaining to somebody earlier that it's really not wise to advertise if you don't have your contract license. But you in a position where you was kind of like me. I started off working for a company while I had my contract license. Now that's the time to advertise all out. Especially if you just want to go full time on your own one day, because now you actually have the right. You actually licensed to put your because even on your business card, you might want your license number on your business card. I think it's required to have a license on any kind of advertising that you do.
Okay,
that's a requirement in our state. So any kind of advertising, you got to have your contract license on there anyway. Okay. But this the perfect opportunity, man. Go full blast with the advertising. I would even take some of my paycheck money and put it in my business. Not only my little side money, but I would put my actual my paycheck money on buying some of my business cards, buying door hangers, buying bandit signs, getting my website right, and because marketing, man, that's the thing to go for, for you can go full time on your own.
I tell you, Walt, there's another YouTuber. This guy's out of Atlanta, man. I think his name is Cool G's or something. I bumped into a few of his videos, and there's a few videos where he's stating, hey, once you get your license and you're ready to start working, creating having a Google review is very important. So in the very beginning, you want to make sure that you're doing the best possible job. I mean, you always want to do that. Make sure you're doing the best possible job, but make sure that people are giving you Google reviews. What I mean? And then you use the advertisement of Google, which I've actually done that, even though I'm a very small, pretty much a one-man show. Well, my wife and I, but I have a Google ad page, and I have a 5-star review right now just by following that guy Cool G. That's another thing you guys may want to check out. But
I'm familiar with Cool G. He don't be posting a lot, but I'm familiar with him for sure. I think he started off in apartment maintenance and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, no. Well, I'm showing you my page, man. But I'm definitely big on Google. I advise anybody, man, to put out. I put most of my marketing dollars in Google. You know what I'm saying? That's where I get most of my customers on. You see me, I have a 4.9 star rating. That's really a five star rating. And I had a 5-star rating, man, with some guy. He left me a 5-star review. And then come back a year later and say that I tried to sell him a maintenance because his unit leaking again or something like that. I had to read the thing to you, but I kind of disputed that. Well, I actually replied to him, but now I'm big on man. So Google My Business, man. That's why I say your website. I know you got on here a little late, but what I'm telling you, when you're marketing stuff, man, everything kind of got to line up together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Just
sir.
far as all your logos, everything got to look like this. Say Agent G, just like your logo right there, Aggie HVAC. All your colors, everything gotta match. So your business, so that logo, like on your shirt, it gotta match everything on your business card all the way up to your website. You know what I'm saying? And every call that you go on, you have to ask them for a review. You know what I'm saying? Because Google is where it's at. That's where the most traffic at. Even YouTube, a lot of people don't know that YouTube is owned by Google. Google and YouTube is like the same entity. You know what I'm saying? So you can even type in HVAC or Washington AC Heating, man. I get customers just from my YouTube videos sometimes. Well, I'm gonna show my website also. Let me see if I can find my website. Well, this is my Google My Business right here, I think. Well, this another. I got all kind of stuff over here. Like this website, I'm not even familiar with because I do a lot of marketing, SEO work also. So this just something my SEO team, doing for me, just for me to rank on Google. So I can find. So if you did Google Washington AC and Heating, in my area, or whatever, I'm gonna have blogs come up. I got SEO blogging for me. Just writing random ads about HVAC. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to get you ranked on the first page of Google. But let me see if I can pull this one up. But this is my website right here. But like I was just mentioning, I mean, everything is going to this match. You know what I'm saying? Just like all that logo, everything gonna match. It's gonna match my shirt. You know what I'm saying? If I get I was gonna say something. If I got a billboard one day or something, everything gonna match. All this gonna match. You know what I'm saying? Check my badge. So check my badge like a background check type deal where they can click on. You know what I'm saying? I don't do Yep. I just got that on there. But Google my business, anything marketing, man. But even with Jobber, like I say, I advise anybody starting a company or whatever, go ahead and get Jobber. You know what I'm saying? They can they can schedule you online. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all they got to do, you see this right here? Sometimes I ain't got to do no work. A lot of my stuff, man, my business run automated most of the time. It run by itself. You know what I'm saying? Phone ring, somebody call, or I get a little text message. Hey, you got a new request online. But all this right here, you see this? They put their contact details in, first name, last name, put their address, what it is, residential or commercial. You know what I'm saying? What kind of repair they need, air conditioning, furnace, heat pump, maintenance, all day long. You know what I'm saying? People just click on. But like I say, you got to get your website on at least the first. I recommend the first page. Like I say, I'm with the Black Union. Let me see if I can find that. I'm in the Black Chambers of Commerce. I'm with them, so a lot of minority projects and stuff like that, bam, I'm gonna pop up, especially in my area. So it's things that we need to do behind the scenes and market. Like I say, the best marketing is word of mouth. But like I say, I don't really know about South Carolina, but I'm sure there's a lot of people from out of town in different states and different countries moving into your area.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what the biggest HVAC company in your area is, but if you got somebody, especially in Houston, man, we like the melting pot. You know what I'm saying? We got people from all different countries. You know what I'm saying? If I get people from India, China, Mexico, people flying in from Africa, they don't know nothing about no John Moore. John Moore, same thing in Washington, they send heating to them if I market right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have no idea what the difference is. You know what I'm saying? And then John Moore, he might be spending tens of $millions on TV ads, but a lot of people not watching TV. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, most people on the internet, even YouTube, you know, social media outlets. I need to be taking more advantage of. I don't have a Facebook. I haven't had a Facebook account, personal or business. Like I say, business, I need to start. But I haven't been on social media in probably over 12 years. You know what I'm saying? Last time I had a social media account was like 2010. I don't do social media, but for business, it's smart. On social media I do is YouTube. But when I even started YouTube really wasn't social media. You know what I'm saying? We just really started live streaming and, you know, going back and forth and stuff like that. You know, but as far as like Instagram, Facebook ads and stuff like that, I get on all them platforms, you know, especially just starting out.
Yes, sir. And I guess most of the guys that's on here, you know, I don't want to say most. I guess there's a mixture of people that's you know, trying to do their own thing and then working for companies, of course. So I guess I was just wanting to say, I was going to ask you as far as like uniforms, or I know you're saying that all your logos and everything needs to be the same as far as the internet and all that stuff. How would you advise any businesses starting off, small businesses, as far as like the uniforms? Would you do? I got strictly t-shirts. I got long sleeve and short sleeve t-shirts, but
yeah, for sure. That's what I started off with, man. Like I say, I preach, man. I wouldn't really go in debt for none of this.
Okay.
But like the shirt you got on is perfect. When I started off, I had cotton shirts. You know what I'm saying? I still got a lot of them. I don't wear them no more because, you know, they wear out.
Right.
And then I went to dry fit because if I knew what I knew back then, I would have started off with dry fits, because dry fits, man, they gonna last until you put a hole in them or something, until you just tear them up. They don't lose the color, nothing like that. You know, once we were washing cotton and stuff like that, the color fade.
Yeah.
So if you have the funds, I would and even if you start out, I probably start out dry fit, just this simple fact, even if you don't buy that many of them. You know what I'm saying? You buy, especially working part-time, you buy your 5 of them, it ain't gonna cost no more than $100. You know what I'm saying? They really not that expensive. Even if you get it embroidered in there, they don't cost that much. I bought more dry fit shirts the other day, and I got the collar and the regular kind now. I bought 20 of the sleeve, the collarless one, just dry fit, you know what I'm saying? Gym comfortable. I think I paid about $250, $275, and that's embroidered and everything for 20 of them. You know, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I would try to stay away from debt. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you do good work. If you do good work, man, you know, wear your cotton shirts until you're able to, you know, fund that, you know, cash. Saying, like I say, but I put the majority of my money in marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I find me a niche, what I like to do. Like say, I really don't know how much experience you got. So you may just, well, you told me how much experience you got. So you may just want to market, you know, little residential, you know, units. You know what I'm saying? Or are you trying to move to commercial? You say,
yeah, well, right now just mainly residential, but yeah, eventually move to commercial. But yeah, starting off right now, I feel comfortable just doing like service work, you know, repairs, that kind of stuff. So
okay, and check this out. So are you looking into hiring, or are you looking to do the work yourself?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like right now, I'm really just doing it myself, because I guess at this point, I don't have enough work, you know what I mean, to justify hiring somebody full time. I was just about to ask you, when you started out, did you partner up with somebody? You just done it yourself, just done as much as you could until
No, I just, man, I prefer to work for myself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get busy, man. I need help or something like that. I prefer to just do my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know if I want to make millions of dollars and stuff like that and try to, leverage this thing, I'm gonna have to eventually, really start hiring, go that route. Or like I say, I'm perfectly fine by myself. And like I say, I don't have to take on too much work. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about marketing though, man. You can get ahead of yourself, man. And that phone, you like, man, how in the world I'm gonna take care of all these calls?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's good to have like me myself, man. I got a bunch of contractor friends around here that if I get too overloaded, they'll either help me out or I'll be like, hey, can you run these calls for me right here? Or if I'm going on vacation or something like that, I got 2 or 3 other contractors. Hey man, can you run this side of town for me? I'm gonna be gone this long, and vice versa. I help them out as well.
Right.
And even like subcontractors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely I think I got a good subcontractor team now. When I first started out, you know what I'm saying, I had another guy. He would help me do some subcontract because he got his contractor license and he got a subcontractor team. So if I have a big job or something like that, I just get to them, and we'll kind of work out a payment, like that. But it's good to have good contractors, friend, to be able to help you out. But I was asking you that because man, some people don't want to do no work at all because you already got your contract license and all they want to do is market. You know what I'm saying? So they just say, hey, you just taking a businessman approach. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be doing no work. I'm gonna hire me, 3, 4 employees, let them do it. And all you do is concentrating on the marketing. You know what I mean? So it's plenty of ways that you can really put your energy in and go about it. You don't necessarily, just because you got your contract license, you don't necessarily have to do the work.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
So yeah, because you already got your contract license. A lot of people, man, are in position to where you may have some guys, man, that's probably ready to retire, or you might have some young guys that may have a background or something like that. There's no way they're gonna be able to get their contract license. You know what I'm saying? But they just need to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of time, I can say, man, HVAC is kind of hard and tricky because you have to have somebody with experience. You know what I'm saying? To do their trade. Ain't no way around and ain't no scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like I say, ain't no shortcut or anything like that.
Right.
So we can't just hire anybody though. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this ain't like McDonald's or something like that. No, this is a skilled trade. You know what I'm saying? I can teach anybody. I can get a bomb off the street and teach them how to flip make a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Within a week. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, HVAC has a learning curve, so we can't just get anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's another tricky thing about being a young business owner. Also, you're going to get the guys that, you know what I'm saying, they have problems, some kind of problem, whether they, you know what I'm saying, got a drug problem, like I say, background, drinking too much, not reliable, not dependable, some type of character flaw, which we probably all do. But when you're a young business owner, this what I have experienced. You know what I'm saying? I want to say you really can't take in. You got to take in the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you want them there at 8 a.m., hey, you know what I'm saying? You're a new business, like you say, you probably you probably can't keep them busy full time, 40 hours a week. You know what most people used to and want. A 40-hour week job. You know, we kind of young, like especially me in my position. I can't promise nobody 40 hours. You know what I'm saying? Especially with you got another larger companies offer benefits, packages, vacation time, vacation pay. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones, they're gonna get the good employees, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, we got people, you know, on this screen right now that some people are contractors or want to be contractors, but you got some people that just want to be a technician. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know, just want to work. Don't want the headache of a business owner because it is a lot involved. You know what I'm saying? A lot of risks we do take. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the headache, hey, or to keep, you know, to stay busy, or when your next job gonna come from. It's a different type of ball game. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want, you know, just want the 40, you know, want their 40 hours and go home. Or depending on the check or on the check. It's a different type of grind when you actually got to get out here and make that money on your own. And you got to make that phone ring on your own to provide. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want that stress, and that's cool.
Right.
Like I say, and a lot of people, hey, just about to retire, don't want the headache of you know, working for themselves though. They just want, hey, get their little hour, get their benefits, working on their 401k. We ain't offering none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get the top tier technicians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they gonna be they gonna want that pay like they the top tier technician though. You know what I'm saying? Running into all kind of stuff out here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm just I guess I'm kind of right. Really, I'm just like dipping my toes in because like I say, I work full time still, Monday through Thursday, and then I dedicate the weekends for all my HVAC stuff. And you know, because I'm not really out here grinding, I mean, as hard as say you are, I can kind of, you know, I get these calls and the guy's like, hey, I need my ductwork changed out or something. I'm like, nah, you know, I don't. There's a lot of work that, you know, I could turn down. Which honestly, I mean, if I really think about it, I probably should be taking some of that work. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm almost like in a catch-22. Like I got a really nice, comfortable full-time job that I can lean back on, but yet and still the HVAC is really, I don't want to say it's my passion, but I really enjoy doing HVAC, you know. But I don't know. But yeah, I didn't really think about, you know, maybe getting some guys to actually, instead of actually working on the business instead of in the business. Maybe, you know, that's
exactly. Yep. Yeah, try to build it because you got your license, you got the LLC going, you know what I'm saying? You actually have a business, you know. So hey.
Yes, sir.
So
but man, but I don't want to talk too long. I know you've been on here for a while, man. I jumped on here you know, just a little bit ago. But you get any other guys to get on here and ask you some questions and stuff, or?
Yeah, we had a couple people on earlier. Yeah, we had a couple people on earlier, man. I was just letting them know, man, because I know I wasn't on here, you know, a couple of weeks, man, because I don't know, Friday, man, we have a bunch of engagement and stuff going on. So like I say, I don't really just. I was thinking about like a Wednesday or something like that, or I'll just tell my guy, man, I might just, you know, just pop up because I see every time I pop up, man, I do have a few guys and stuff coming on. So, but as always, man, I appreciate you for coming on, man, and thank you for all the support, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I really appreciate you giving us a game for a lot less than these technical schools. Matter of fact, it's free from you. You know, you giving us firsthand, you know, on the job training without being on the job. So, and I'm sure a lot of these guys starting out and getting into HVAC, you know, appreciate, you know, how all the videos that you upload and kind of share with everybody, man. We really appreciate it, man. Thanks for what you're doing.
Yeah, thank y'all. Salute, man. You have a good one.
All right, man. We'll see you.
All right. All right, folks. Hey, let me get a couple more of these comments, man, and I'm gonna call it night. What up, Kenny? Kenny say currently in Georgia. I want to thank you for your time, talent, videos. I've been in the field since retirement from the service. And I must say you have to enjoy the process. Yes, sir, man. Thank you for your service. Okay, I have a question. What affordable insurance company you use? Hey, man, I think I answered your question, man, and you left that same comment on one of my videos, man. I left you a link on who I use, but I use Next Insurance. So Next Insurance. So if you go back to that comment you left on my video, you will find that link. All right. I have a C groundwater and B wastewater license issued by TQC. It's kind of out my league out. Let me see. I'm taking the prep courses now with 10 years experience. Oh yeah, you should be good to go, man. All right, man. Everybody have a good weekend, though. I'm finna go ahead and end it. We're gonna end this one right here, man. But hey, everybody, man, before y'all get up out of here, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all remember to share. Anybody that y'all thinking about that want to get into HVAC, man, it's a good trade. It's a good field to be in. Hey, y'all share the wealth, man. Let some of these youngsters know, man, that this way is at. But I think I answered enough questions tonight, and a lot of pop up. Next week. Next week.
Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions.
I'm sure if you come to America, man, you can find a
they all in
job.
my business like TMZ. But back in the day, they ain't noticed me. They weren't coming to see me like Otis, but I always thought the coldest. I had a little chip on my shoulder. Then I got older and older, and I had to flick it off. I feel like a boss, like I'm Ricky Ross. But I got no Maybachs. They do anything for the clout. It's thanks when they say that. If I take your girl, don't be in my DM, asking for your payback. We save a lot of things like money, but who's gonna say that? And homie, that's straight facts. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions. Asking me questions, I want more questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions. Asking me questions, I want more questions. The grass greener on the other side. I took a peek in that grass, ran from all these homicides. I mean, you gotta look alive, cause in the field get live. Or you gonna have your mama crying, asking God why. Why is my son in that casket? Why he get caught lacking? Why was he acting tough, knowing damn well he bad at acting? His girl say he been tripping, but the ops say he wasn't packing. Some niggas just wasn't built